Too much homework. Can it be harmful to your child's health?
CBS 2's Tracy Carrasco shows us how the academic stress is hitting kids much earlier in life.
Homework. It's common among students, but can too much of it be damaging? According to research, it can lead to stress and anxiety, and can even affect a student's mental health. Think about it. How many hours have you spent doing homework? Were you ever sleep deprived from doing too much homework? Do you get anxiety from it? Well, the answer to these questions are more than obvious.
Hello, I'm Joseph Rotundi. I'm an 8th grade student here at Our Lady of Grace.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm an 8th grader at Our Lady of Grace, and I'm 13 years old.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Alberti, and I teach 2nd grade.
Hi, my name is Lauren McCaffrey, and I'm a teacher at OLGCI.
Hello, my name is Thomas Tadros. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm a student at Our Lady of Grace Catholic Academy.
Hi, I'm Tina Marie Dutton, and I'm an 8th grade student at Our Lady of Grace Catholic Academy.
My name is Stephanie Campanella. I teach at Our Lady of Grace Catholic Academy, and I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math and science.
So, what are the answers? Well, an online article stated that researchers surveyed more than 4,300 students at 10 high-performing schools in upper middle-class California communities about homework. They found that 70% of students said they were often or always stressed over schoolwork, with 56 listing homework as a primary stressor, and only less than 1% of the students saying that homework was not a stressor. The researchers also asked students if they had stress-related symptoms, and 80% of students reported having at least one symptom.
Definitely. Normally, homework gives me so much stress. It adds more time that I have to spend doing math ELA.
I mean, it does. I do from homework get a lot of stress and anxiety, usually with projects that I haven't done, or big projects that I have to do for the next day. That's usually, or like essays, usually the highest. Those are the most common like stressors for me.
Yes, it overwhelms me, and then I become stressed out.
Yes, when I think about all the work I have, if my teachers give me a lot of work, it causes me to be like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, yeah.
So if you get homework, so much homework that you, from 3 o'clock when you get home to 1 o'clock in the morning that you're doing homework, that's unhealthy, completely unhealthy, because you're, from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you go to sleep, and you sleep for 4 hours, you're just doing, like if you go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning doing homework, you're sleeping for 4 hours, not even. That definitely takes a toll on you, and then you get homework over the weekend. You really don't have any time to rest. I procrastinated a few times on projects and that I just didn't do until the night before, and I was up all night doing them. But yeah, I have been up all night because of homework.
Yes, I do lose sleep from too much homework because it could cause me to stay up late and affect me.
Yeah, most of the time I have to stay up late studying, doing homework, and all of that.
Actually, if we didn't have homework, school would be easier because all the stress is really from homework. It's not really from school.
Yes, I do think homework could affect my mental health. Too much homework could stress me out a lot more and actually could affect the way I'm learning.
Homework does not make school easier. If anything, it adds more stress. I think getting a lot of homework and a lot of studying does affect my mental health. It makes me lose sleep. It makes me lose time with friends and family.
Well, I think that not having homework definitely gives you time to relax and from all the stress of school. Everyone works in school all day. I don't think it makes much sense to give more work on top of that for you to do in your own home after you worked for 7 hours. Especially school starts so early and so late, and plus the homework, it's really a lot. In countries like Finland and like a lot of Scandinavian countries, they don't have homework, and their students perform much better. They have shorter school days, and their students perform so much better.
Homework does make me stress, and it also it helps me perform better in school. But if we didn't have homework, I don't think I would really see a difference in that.
Getting too much homework definitely stresses me out more than anything.
I think it's about the same, but the amount of homework I do have does affect the way I act.
It makes me stress, it gives me anxiety.
I do think a lot of homework can affect a student's sleep schedule because if it's a lot of homework and they feel stressed, then it could affect.
Absolutely. Many students are very nervous about their schoolwork, and we see it in school. So if they're panicking and nervous at home, they're going to take more and more time to do their homework at home, especially if they're alone, not knowing what to do, and it's going to drag on into their night.
For some students, it probably could cause some kind of mental health problems, especially if they're stressing out over it, if they're always worried about it. It really definitely will start to affect them.
I do think a lot of homework can affect a student's sleep schedule because if it's a lot of homework and they feel stressed, then it could affect.
I think excessive homework and that extends, then yes, it can cause stress. Many students, especially in junior high, are worried about high school and moving on. So they strive for that perfection and they stress themselves out over it.
If too much homework is given, it can actually be corrupting to a student's focus. But how? Can't more homework mean learning more material? Well, for some students, it isn't the most effective way to learn. More homework can lead to procrastination and can lead to students staying up all night if they haven't finished it. And when they come back to school, they don't have that adequate amount of sleep and they lose focus in class.
Well, I think definitely a few times when I was doing like a project and I was up late doing it, when I woke up the next morning, I don't think I was like fully rested, and I don't think I was at like full performance.
Yes, homework does make me stay up late, and it could cause me to lose focus in class because I sometimes get overwhelmed and stressed out from all of this.
I mean, in the morning, like the morning periods, yeah, because like all I want to do is sleep. But yeah, it really interferes with the first period. But like I get through it by the end of the day.
I think that having homework causes me to stay up way past the normal time that I should be falling asleep.
Sometimes if I start early, I won't lose sleep. But sometimes when it's a lot of work, like on certain days, it rarely happens. But yeah, I do lose sleep sometimes.
I think I perform better in school when I don't have any homework. It gives me more time to concentrate, less stress, and more time for sleep.
Yes, definitely. Because if I don't finish my work in school, my teachers would say, finish it at home, and then just cause me to stress, and then I would not be able to do better through the day.
Yes, especially in the older grades when there's a lot of homework given. The students, I know a lot of times they put it off and they procrastinate and they do it at the last minute, and then they're up late doing their homework and it totally ruins their sleep schedule. Again, it could go either way. It could help them learn if they're actually sitting and taking it seriously, even if they are working with somebody for help, as long as they're listening and paying attention and trying to remember what they're doing. Otherwise, it could really have no great effect on them.
There are some students who do interact better, but then there are others that do not, and those are the ones that really struggle.
I am not a fan of giving a lot of homework. I believe that if students can get their work done with me in class, then there's no need for me to give them the extra work if they put in the work for me in the building.
Well, the times that students do get a load of work, it usually interferes with their personal activities at home. Students start to lose time with their family, friends, or hobbies because they are assigned too much work. They have to put aside family time, their interests, and overall, the time of being themselves and having fun being a kid or teenager. This is happening too early in life for these students, and any unnecessary workload shouldn't interfere with these things.
I mean, yes, it does sometimes. Sometimes, you know, you want to go do something out with your friends or something, or like go play a sport or go outside and do something, but you have like studying or homework to do. That doesn't occur very much, but sometimes it does.
Yes, because some stuff that I would like to do with my friends, I have to compromise because I have homework.
Yes, I think homework is taking away most of my family time. I can't go out to see friends after school because I have to go home and do homework.
Yes, homework is taking away time from my family because when I'm doing homework, I like to be by myself and organized, and I just lock myself in my room until I'm finished. and then I just go play a sport or video game, so I barely get any time with them.
If I had less homework, I would have less to worry about in school. I could have more time doing what's necessary instead of spending my time on homework.
Definitely. I have many students that tell me they no longer eat dinner with their families, they're eating in their rooms because they have so much homework to do, that, you know, a normal family dinner is not even happening anymore because the priority has become schoolwork.
It can take time away. It would be nice for students to have a good time management schedule, but that's hard when you're younger. Until you get to learn how to manage your time better, it can take it away because, like I said, you procrastinate, you do it at the last minute, and instead of having family time, now you're sitting at the table stressing out and fighting over doing your homework.
I do believe the homework can take away time from their family. Depends on how much homework and I guess how difficult it is for them.
I think students should have less homework because they are in school from 8 to 3 every day, and they still need that time to just be kids outside of school.
I think having less homework could normally give the students a chance to interact more with each other, whether they have something organized to do after school, like a dance class or a sport to play. Unfortunately now, times have changed and we don't have a lot of these things where we can get together, but it does help them with their social skills if instead of doing homework, they're doing something else instead.
There should be a balance on the homework. I think the perfect, like for math, for instance, I wouldn't do more than 10 questions a night because that gives the teacher the perfect idea of whether or not they understand the homework or not, and I think anything above that is just a waste of time.
You can't prove that everyone does better with more homework because everyone is different. Some might take over a month to grasp the material, and others might take a week, because every student's pace is different. But in the long run, less work is more beneficial to students, for their mental health, performance in school, and to have more free time. So the next time you think you've been assigned an excess amount of homework, you won't always be guaranteed a better form of implementing the knowledge into your head just because it's more work. It can also backfire in the process.